The wealthiest people on earth carry millions in debt, and that debt is precisely how they stay wealthy. That sentence should bother you a little, because everything you were taught about debt was only half the story. Here is the half you were not told. There are two kinds of debt. One drains you, the other builds you. A credit card charging 24% interest on a vacation is a wealth destroyer. But a loan at 4% used to acquire an asset generating 10% annually. That is an entirely different instrument. The wealthy know this distinction like a surgeon knows the difference between a scalpel and a kitchen knife, and they use it deliberately. Billionaires like Elon Musk and Larry Ellison have famously used their stock holdings as collateral for personal loans rather than selling shares. Why? Because selling triggers a capital gains tax event. Borrowing does not. The asset keeps compounding. The tax bill never arrives. This strategy, sometimes called the buy, borrow, die loop, is entirely legal and documented in financial literature. But here is what is stranger. Wealthy investors often seek debt during low interest rate environments, not because they need the money, but because cheap borrowed capital, deployed into assets returning 7 to 12% annually, creates a mathematical spread. Profit engineered from the gap between borrowing cost and return rate. This is called leverage, and it is the engine inside almost every major real estate empire ever built. And yet, most people never access this engine because they confuse all debt as a single thing. They pay off a 3% mortgage aggressively while earning 1% in a savings account, moving money in precisely the wrong direction. The most powerful principle is this: the wealthy do not avoid debt. They control its direction. They borrow against appreciating assets, preserve their invested capital, and let compounding work undisturbed. Debt in their hands is not a burden, it is a tool. The question was never whether to use it. The question was always, which direction are you pointing it? If this story stayed with you, take a second to subscribe. A new one drops every week.